That's me. Jeez. Come on, I got the AC on.
Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Tennessee Titans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone, and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Levis will look to throw on the first play from scrimmage. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. Finding space at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Levis to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. The Titans had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you're
work in process on the quarterback.
Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
Levis throwing again on 2nd down.
Damn.
And he fires one incomplete.
That is horrible.
The intended target was Calvin Ridley. 3rd down here. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Levis on 3rd down.
Throw it! Oh my god. I didn't have no X icon. Fuck. I didn't pay attention.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've comped it up, they got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Oh, I fucked up.
Chase Brown with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning
It must be going hard and windy.
how's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And 3rd, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Second down pass play.
Not even close.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Off off the play fake. Levis. The Bengal pressure gets
Knew that blitz is coming.
down he goes.
Couldn't do shit.
Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone in the NFL is looking for mismatches, and T. Higgins' size and speed at receiver, that allows him to have those type of mismatches against most defenders. 6'4", ability to flat-out fly. They can use him everywhere, including in the slot. He's a dangerous playmaker and a big-time producer in the red zone.
Here's Brown on 2nd down. Oh, look at the juke. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. He's got Burton here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3rd down and 1. Running right, here's Brown. And he will count the first down at about the 21-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Fuck!
Now here's a throw that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get
I don't know how that was not picked.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Holding.
1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
All right, I'm going to change it up.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Levis looking to throw. Delivers the pass to Rager on the out route. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Levis. This pass complete to Pollard on the out route. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
saw him shed a nice tackle on that one. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Overthrew it.
Picked up by Jordan Battle, and the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice.
And now off to the races down the right side.
I'm struggling season 1 because this quarterback got to build him. He's only like a 71.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
I can't keep on passing it.
Here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up.
Come on. Block him.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run left with Pollard, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Levis now on 2nd down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one incomplete.
Oh, I thought he coughed it.
Couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That's some good closing
I
speed
thought he
there
caught that
defensively
shit.
because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Levis to throw off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Here we go. 4th down, Levis.
Oh, my. Come on, Hopkins. You got to catch that.
And they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but it's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 32 on the play.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Here we go. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. It's complete to Brown, right side. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow, eluding the pressure right. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Right back to Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chase Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. McPherson on for the point after. And that stretches the lead to 27. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 8.
I'm good now.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at the 35-yard line. And Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
I got a good running game.
You brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back at one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
I don't like Pollard.
The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow. This one into the hands of Burton. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A gain of 6 yards.
Here we go. 11 mighty.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line.
15-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Fuck! I gotta fall, Foreman.
You have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack.
Oh, shit.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
19 tight. Ready.
3rd down, it's Willis. He'll fire it deep for Rager.
Fuck!
That will be
He was wide open.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Gun. Got. 11 mighty.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
Here we go.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Pick it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now.
That was crazy. The arrow pointing left. Why the hell it still going straight to the right?
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They go play action with Burrow. Oh, right on the heels of the pick six. Another ball intercepted. Picked up by Kevin Farley. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Down pass. Intercepted. The Titans take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready. Warriors 70. Ready.
Willis will look to throw on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 2. On the draw, it's Pollard. Touchdown, Titans! Tony Pollard, 35 yards. And the Titans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Good blocking. So.
On for the extra point is Folk. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
But every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Here we go.
2nd down and 4. And they go play action now. Burrow. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
it's the punt team sending this one away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Willis's throw complete to Rager. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
Come on, damn, bro. You gotta break that.
Second and 8 coming up.
One fucking arm pass.
Sometimes when you abandon the running game, it's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. Now Willis to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking.
Well, throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Shit's rough.
Here we go.
From the gun, he'll give the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Oh.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And that's
It's probably roughing the passer too.
Flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. Slot man moves right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
I'm going to wide receivers.
After the
This is
touchdown,
fucking
McPherson on to kick this one away.
crazy, man.
This fielded
And my
right at the
rookie's
goal
fucking
line.
hurt too.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand.
Oh my God.
In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Willis will look to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Willis looking to throw it. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
4th down, Willis.
Oh my God.
They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Rolling to his right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Good shit. That's a good stop.
Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Taken at about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's
Got a quarterback. Can't do shit.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Willis to throw. That's to the tight end, Riley. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Here we go, here we go.
of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Option play, they give to Evans. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try to finish off the game.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
It's hard to play with this
Another
one.
example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Well, Jerry is Sneed up to make the play defensively.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
This is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and that'll keep this a 22-point game. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not
Fuck.
That shouldn't harm them at all.
He was wide open.
Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Oh, motion,
The slot
bitch.
man in motion right.
Damn.
Willis out of the gun. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The Titans on 3rd down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Now Willis. On the slant, DeAndre Hopkins. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, and they'll keep their heads up and continue to play.
Okay.
Another nice game. That's now 30 yards
No.
between those last 2 plays. Willis wants to pass it again. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he gets it down to the 32. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
The fuck?
Second down, here's Willis. And he's going to be
That's fuck. When you turn on the light, you fucking shut off the TV.
It's DJ Turner who's got it.
When you shut on the light, the TV going by.
So another
Yeah.
interception. See,
I couldn't see shit.
Starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now
I
second
didn't
and
know that was
9.
going to do that, babe. You hear me?
Yeah.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
What did you beat?
Escaping.
Now,
Come on, get the ball.
Loses the football.
There you go.
It's picked up by the Titans. There they
Fly.
are at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't...
Good pass.
Titans touchdown. Jalen Reagor.
Yeah, but did it that one time.
And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
That's it.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They're going to be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals.